Lose the weight on a 1200 calorie diet. So give me the next 5 minutes because I'm going to share with you why when it comes to weight loss, it's not just about slashing our calories as low as we can possibly go, and why that's actually keeping you stuck on the hamster wheel and not getting the results that you want to see. And hey, I've actually put together a weight loss calorie calculator that's going to help you figure out the sweet spot for the amount of calories you should be eating to be in a calorie deficit so you can lose that weight. So drop calorie down below. And hey, if we haven't met before, I'm Becky Fox. I'm a weight loss coach that's helped thousands of women over the last 19 years drop the weight without having to starve all day long or cut out carbs. All right, so let's dive in because I know you've been told to eat less, right? And for some of you, you've even put, I was just talking to somebody yesterday who put in all their information into one of those tracker apps and it popped out, here's 1200 calories, here's what you need to do in order to lose weight. And a lot of times we just follow that blindly and we go for it, but we really struggle in that process. And I'm going to share with you here why that tends to happen. And we tend to make it worse by going, hey, I'm not losing weight, this isn't working, let me cut those calories even more. And this is a huge problem because our body is going to see this as a red flag. Our body is going to go, oh my gosh, you're not getting what you need, you're not nourishing yourself, you're not fueling your body, you're under eating so far. It actually thinks you're going like you're starving, like there's a food shortage and you're not getting enough food. So first, our metabolism might slow down to match that, which is going to slow down your weight loss results. But the bigger issue for a lot of women is what this does is our body will start to ramp things up like hunger and cravings, okay, in order to try to get us to eat more food. So think about the last time you tried to follow a low calorie diet, or maybe you're doing it right now. Do you remember being ravenously hungry, right? Especially later on in the day or into the evening. Or did you notice like, oh my gosh, yeah, maybe you have a sweet tooth, but now that sweet tooth is like 10 times worse, where you're like, holy crap, I could eat like, I know for me, when I followed a diet the first time for 16 weeks and I barely ate sugar or sweets and it was ridiculous. And then the first opportunity I had, I ate like a whole bag of Oreos in 2 days, right? Because I had never in my life done that, but my cravings were so bad, I made choices that I normally wouldn't make. So what happens is our hunger goes up, our cravings go up, but other things happen too. Our energy goes down. So maybe you find yourself napping at night. You don't even feel like getting those workouts in. Your energy goes down. I don't know if I just said that. Let's try. Your mood goes to the pooper. I know for me, I was cranky pants when I was eating too low of calories, right? Or, you start having trouble sleeping. So there's all these things that your body's giving you these signs that, hey, this is too low. Like, yeah, we might lose some weight on this, but this is not a healthy way or sustainable way to do this. Your body's trying to get you to eat more. And this is why so many women will struggle to stay on track with this. Not because you lack discipline, not because you lack willpower, but we're fighting a losing battle. Where our body is like, hey, eat some more food. So this is why you get to the evenings, you're like, I was so good all day, and then the evening comes and you're eating everything in sight. And you're like, oh my gosh, I got to start over again tomorrow, right? Or maybe you're good for Monday through Friday, and then all of a sudden the weekend comes and it's just like you go out to dinner and the next thing you know, you've just eaten like the whole basket of bread and an appetizer and dinner and dessert and a bunch of drinks, and it's like you're just binge eating. So this is the biggest reason women won't lose weight. It's because they're under eating during the week, but then they're overeating so big when they're eating the whole bag of Oreos in 2 days like I did, then now we're eating so much that we're not actually staying in that calorie deficit. It's not a sustainable way. It's too hard to fight that constantly all the time. It is a losing battle. So the key is to find the sweet spot with your calories. Yes, we have to be in a calorie deficit, but it can't be so low that we're starting to trigger our hormones and our metabolism to fire up that hunger, to fire up those cravings, okay? So what we need to do is just a smaller amount, okay? And so we want to think about it like watering a plant, okay? When we water a plant, it's really important that we get just the right amount of water, not too much and not too little. And it's the same when it comes to how much we're eating. Okay, we all know that if we eat too much, we're gonna gain weight, but we may not realize is not getting in enough is not gonna allow us to thrive and get the results that we want either, right? Just like if you underwatered a plant and the leaves started wilting, you wouldn't give it less water, right? We'd have to make sure we get it the right amount so that plant can thrive and survive and do its thing and look beautiful, right? And it's no different when it comes to us and losing weight. Okay, we have to be in a calorie deficit that's sustainable so that your hunger stays level, so that you feel good on it, right? You're not like moody and tired and cranky all the time. And so that you level off those cravings so you're not more likely to give into these temptations and find yourself overeating and binging and these kinds of things. Because otherwise you're just gonna stay in this ping pong where you get off track and you really struggle to get back on track. Plus, because who wants to go back on a 1,200 calorie diet? Not me. So when you do fall off track, you're gonna put off getting back on track because you don't wanna go back to this miserable, awful thing that you started in the first place. All right, so let's get you in that sweet spot. So the first step is to figure out what that is. So drop calorie down below so I can get that weight loss calorie calculator over to you, and then figure out what that magic number is that's gonna help you to have weight loss that's sustainable. So thanks for